So hello everyone. So at this class I want to extend the part of a straight line. Whatever I have discussed till the last class, now today I am going to discuss a few extra part of straight lines. That is, number one subtopic is symmetric form. That is the equation of a straight line in symmetric form. What is the equation of a straight line in symmetric form? Okay. So the equation of line passing through a point, passing through a point x1 comma y1 having inclination theta is x minus x1 by cos theta, which is equal to y minus y1 by sin theta, comma, where theta belongs to open bracket 0 to pi by 2 union pi by 2 to pi. Okay, where theta belongs to open bracket 0 to 90 degree union 90 to 180. Okay, so this equation that is x minus x1 by cos theta is equal to y minus y1 by sin theta is called the symmetric form of the straight line. Okay, so already I have discussed the various forms of equations of a straight line. उसमें से और एक है symmetric form. This part is basically required in your entrance exams. Okay, symmetric form. After the symmetric form, I will discuss the parametric form also. So let me finish the symmetric form first. So what is the symmetric form of a straight line? The equation of a line which is passing through a point x1, y1 having inclination theta is x minus x1 by cos theta, which is equal to y minus y1 by sin theta. Actually, when I have discussed the equation of a line in point slope form, that time I used the formula y minus y1 is equal to m into x minus x1, right? वही फॉर्मूला से ये सिमेट्रिक फॉर्म डिराइव हुआ है. इक्वेशन ऑफ ए लाइन इन पॉइंट स्लोप फॉर्म का जो फॉर्मूला है वही फॉर्मूला से ये इक्वेशन को डिराइव किया गया है. ऑलराइट, ओके. सो इसका ये इक्वेशन कहां से आया वो मैं अभी बताऊंगा. ओके, वी नो द इक्वेशन ऑफ ए लाइन पासिंग थ्रू अ पॉइंट हैविंग स्लोप m is equal to y minus y1 is equal to m into x minus x1. That is the equation of a line in point slope form. Yes. So y minus y1 is equal to, we can replace this m by tan theta because slope is denoted by tan theta only. M equal to tan theta. That is y minus y1 is equal to, now tan theta can be written as sin theta by cos theta. Tan theta can be written as sin theta by cos theta. Yes. So this implies we can write y minus y1 by sin theta. If I cross multiply this one, this is equal to x minus x1 by cos theta. So the symmetric form of straight line can be derived from the equation of a line in point slope form. The symmetric form of a straight line can be derived from the equation of a line in point slope form. Okay, तो symmetric form में क्या क्या जानना जरूरी है? Angle theta, that is called inclination, and the points x1, y1. Okay, so if you know the point and theta, you can easily find out the equation of a line in symmetric form. Okay, so this is all about the symmetric form. Let us take one example. There is a find the equation of a straight line. I am not writing the question completely. Find the equation of a straight line in symmetric form having slope root over 3, root 3 and point 2 comma 3. So these two conditions are given. As per the question, only these two conditions are given: slope root 3 and point 2 comma 3. You are asked to find the equation of a line in symmetric form. So what is the formula? So to find the equation of a line in symmetric form, the requirements are what? Theta and x1, y1. So x1, y1 we know 2 and 3, right? But what about theta? Theta is not given in the question. Instead of theta here slope is given. So there is no problem. If slope is given, then we can easily find out theta. So slope means that is a root m equal to root 3, and m means tan theta is equal to root 3. If tan theta is equal to root 3, then root 3 can be replaced by tan 60 degree. Yes. So that means the value of theta is 60 degree. The value of theta is 60 degree, right? So therefore now we can easily find out the equation. So therefore the equation of the line is x minus x1. Here x1 is 2 divided by cos theta, that is cos 60 degree, which is equal to y minus 3 by sin 60 degree. Yes. Now put the values of cos 60 and sin 60. So here I am writing the solution, that is x minus 2 by the value of cos 60 degree is half, which is equal to y minus 3 by the value of sin 60 degree is root 3 by 2. Or this equation can be written as twice x minus 4. This is equal to twice y minus 6 by root 3. Okay, so this is the equation of a line in symmetric form. It's very simple. Just you should know the value of theta and the point. So since here instead of theta slope is given, so from the slope only we can find out the value of theta, that is called inclination, right? So this is all about the symmetric form. Now I'm going to discuss the parametric form. Parametric form of a straight line. So जैसे सिमेट्रिक फॉर्म को डिराइव किया गया है इक्वेशन ऑफ ए लाइन इन पॉइंट स्लोप फॉर्म से, वैसे ही पैरामेट्रिक फॉर्म को डिराइव किया गया है सिमेट्रिक फॉर्म से. तो एक के साथ एक लिंक है, ठीक है, इसीलिए सब इक्वेशंस जानना जरूरी है. कोई भी इक्वेशंस हम लोग स्किप नहीं कर सकते, सब इक्वेशंस जानना जरूरी है. एक इक्वेशन के ऊपर दूसरा इक्वेशन डिपेंडेंट है, ठीक है. सो नाउ इक्वेशन ऑफ ए लाइन इन पैरामेट्रिक फॉर्म. पैरामेट्रिक form. Equation of a line in parametric form. So suppose there is a line. Suppose there is a line which is passing through the point. A, whose coordinates say x1, y1. Suppose there is a line which passing through the point A, whose coordinate x1, y1. Let us consider another point on the line P, whose coordinates say x, y. Say P be any point on the line whose coordinates say x, y. Let the distance between A to P say small letter r. Let the distance between A to P say small letter r. Let theta be the inclination. Between the line and the positive direction of x-axis. Okay, let theta be the inclination between the non-vertical line and the positive direction of x-axis. Then the equation of a line in parametric form is x equal to x1 plus r cos theta, and y is equal to y1 plus r sin theta. These are called the equation of line in parametric form, where modulus of r is the distance between A and P. R is the distance between A and P. Okay, so these equations are called parametric equation of a straight line. Okay, once again I am repeating, if the line is passing through the point A, let us consider P be any point on the line and theta be their inclination, then the equation of a line in parametric form is x equal to x1 plus r cos theta, and y is, these are separate equation. Okay, x equal to x1 plus r cos theta and y is equal to y1 plus r sin theta, where this r is the distance between A and P, where this R is the distance between A and P. A और P के बीच में जो distance है, look at the diagram. Here only I have written everything. Okay. So now the question is, from where we can derive this parametric form? So already I told that, like symmetric form has been derived from equation of a line in point slope form. Similarly, parametric form has been derived from the symmetric form. So look at this proof now. We know the equation of a line in symmetric form is x minus x1 by cos theta is equal to y minus y1 by sin theta. This is equal to say r. This is equal to say r. Therefore, x minus x1 is equal to, we can write r cos theta. Y minus y1 is equal to, we can write r sin theta. Or it can be written as x equal to x1 plus r cos theta. Or y equal to, we can write it as y1 plus r sin theta. Yes or no? So यही तो इक्वेशन है पैरामेट्रिक फॉर्म में. तो देखो सिमेट्रिक फॉर्म से इसको डिराइव किया गया है. ठीक है. Let us consider this one as equation number 1 and this is say equation number 2, right? Now I am going to explain what is r. According to our statement, r is the distance between A and P. So let us check that whether r is the distance between A and P or not. So squaring and adding, or else we can do one thing. इसको equation 1 पकड़ते हैं. Better it will be easy only. And this one say equation number 2. Now squaring and adding, that is x minus x1 whole square plus y minus y1 whole square. This is equal to r square cos square theta plus r square sin square theta. So now if I take r square common, this will be cos square theta plus sin square theta, which is 1. So r square equal to x minus x1 whole square plus y minus y1 whole square, which implies r is equal to under root x minus x1 whole square plus y minus y1 whole square. So हो गया ना, यही तो proof हो गया. That is the r is nothing but what? It is the distance between A and P. A और P का जो distance formula use करने से जो result मिलेगा वही तो मुझे मिला. Okay? So this is all about the parametric form of a straight line. Okay? So let us take one example of parametric form. First of all, you see the formula. X equal to x1 plus r cos theta and y equal to y1 plus r sin theta. Now let us take one example. That is, write the parametric equation of a line which is passing through the point 3, 2, which is passing through the point 3, 2 and having inclination 135 degree. Having inclination 135 degree. So then how can we find the equation of line in parametric form? So what is the formula? X equal to x1. Here x1 is 3. 3 plus r into cos theta, right? So r into cos 135 degree and y is equal to 2 plus r into sin 135 degree. Yes? So 3 plus r into, now put the value of cos 135. So cos 135 degree can be written as 180 minus 45. 180 minus theta lies in the second quadrant and in second quadrant we all know that cos is always negative. So ये हो जाएगा minus 1 by root 2. Right? So here we can write minus 1 by root 2. And y is equal to 2 plus r into 1 by root 2 because 135 degree lies in the second quadrant. And we know as per the ASTC rule, in second quadrant sign is always positive. So no need to simplify, just write as it is. Okay? So these are called the equations of a line in parametric form. और simplification का जरूरत नहीं है. X equal to something, comma y is equal to something. तो हमेशा याद रखना है कि पैरामेट्रिक फॉर्म में जो इक्वेशन मिलता है अलग अलग होता है. X equal to x part, x coordinate, y is equal to y coordinate, right? So these are all about symmetric form and parametric form. Next part I will discuss now. So So now look at the next point, next formula, okay, which are required for only objective purpose. So the ratio in which the line ax plus by plus c equal to 0, which is denoted by L, okay, the ratio in which the line ax plus by plus c equal to 0, which is denoted by L, divides the line segment joining ax1 y1 and bx2 y2 is minus L11 is to L22. Okay, this is the shortcut formula. If the line ax plus by plus c equal to 0 divides the line segment, look at the diagram. This is suppose the line ax plus by plus c equal to 0, which divides the line segment joining the points ax1, y1 and bx2, y2. जो रेशियो में डिवाइड करेगा वो रेशियो क्या होगा? माइनस L11 is to L22. Now the question is, what is L11? Where L11 is nothing but ax1 plus by1 plus c, and L22 is nothing but ax2 plus by2 plus c. It's very simple. Okay, so the line ax plus by plus c equal to 0 divides the line segment joining the points A and B, always in the ratio minus L11 is to L22. Now L11 means ax1 plus by1 plus c, and L22 means ax2 plus by2 plus c. Right? So let us take one example. That find the ratio in which the line 5x minus 6y minus 21 is equal to 0 divides the line segment joining the points 4, minus 1 and 2, 1. 4, minus 1 and 2, 1. Already I have drawn the diagram. Okay. So this is the line which divides the line segment joining the 2 points 4, minus 1 and 2, 1. So what's the formula? Minus L11. So first of all you do one thing, first find out the value of L11. So L11 means what? A into x1. A means 5. 5 into 4, that is 20. Plus B into y1. B is minus 6. Minus 6 into minus 1, that is plus 6. Minus 21. So 26 minus 21, that is 5. And L22 is equal to A into x2. 5 into 2, that is 10. Plus B into y2. B is minus 6. Minus 6 into 1, that is minus 6. Minus 21. This is equal to 10. 10 minus 6, that is 4. 4 minus 21, that is minus 17. Okay. So the value of L22 is minus 17. So then what will be the formula? What is the formula? It divides always in the ratio minus L11 is to L22. So therefore minus L11 is to L22. This is equal to minus 5 is to minus 17. So we can eliminate minus from the term. So answer is 5 is to 17. Okay, answer is 5 is to 17. So ये formula याद रखना है, shortcut formula this one. Okay, the ratio in which the line ax plus by plus c equal to 0 divides the line segment joining the points A and B, always in the ratio minus L11 is to L22. So this is one example, right? Okay, so there is one important point related to this formula only. There is one important point. Now that point I am going to discuss now. ये जो point A और B लिखा, these are in the opposite sides, right? मतलब बीच में L है और L के इस साइड में A है और उस साइड में B है. So अगर A और B सेम साइड में होगा तो फिर रेशियो क्या होगा? देखो, अगर A और B, look, listen, if the points A and B are on the same side of the line L. If the points A and B are on the same side of the line L, then L11 and L22 must have the same sign. L11 and L22 must have the same sign. Must have the same sign. So how can we identify that whether the 2 points lie on the same side or not? If the values, that means if the sign of L11 and L22 are same, प्लस होने से दोनों प्लस होना चाहिए, माइनस होने से दोनों नेगेटिव होना चाहिए, then only we can say that the 2 points lies on the same side of the line L. Okay, but if the 2 points lies on the opposite side, if the 2 points, that is the points A and B, lies on the opposite side of line L, then L11 and L22 must have the opposite sign. अगर L11 का वैल्यू नेगेटिव आया तो L22 must be positive. If L22 is positive, then the value of, if L11 is positive, then the value of L22 must be negative. Okay, so the 2 points A and B lie on the same side of the line L if and only if the values, the sign of L11 and L22 are same. The points A and B lies on the opposite side of the line if and only if the sign of L11 and L22 are opposite. Right? So let us take one example. State whether the points 3, 2 and -4, -3 lie on the same side or opposite side of the line. Lie on the same side or opposite side of the line. 2x minus 3y plus 4 equal to 0. 2x minus 3y plus 4 equal to 0. So you are asked to check whether the 2 points lie on the same side or on the opposite side of the line. Right? So कैसे check करना है? Always you have to find the values of L11 and L22. So let us find L11. L11 is equal to what? A into x1, that is 2 into 3, 6, minus 3 into 2, that is minus 6, plus 4. So this is equal to 4, which is always greater than 0. Similarly, let us check L22. देखो value अलग अलग हो सकता है, लेकिन sign same होना चाहिए. I am talking about sign, not value. Value अलग अलग हो सकता है. Okay, let me check the value of L22 now. 2 into minus 4, that is minus 8, plus 9, plus 4. So 9 plus 4, 13 minus 8, that is 5. This is always greater than 0. तो मैं क्या बोला था कि same sign होने से ही पता चलेगा कि the 2 points lie on the same side of the line L. Okay, so look at the sign now. Both are positive. So since both the values are positive, so therefore clearly we can say that these 2 points lie on the same side of the line 2x minus 3y plus 4 equal to 0. Value may be different, but sign same होना चाहिए. Same sign है तो same side में होगा. Opposite sign हुआ तो opposite direction में, so opposite side में होगा. Is it clear? So this is the example of that point. वो point में यहाँ पे नहीं लिखा, लेकिन वो point important है सबसे, ठीक है? So after that, one more point is there. That one I have written. Look at the point. The line ax plus by plus c equal to 0 be a line, suppose it is a line, and a of x1 comma y1 be another point, any point say, then the point A lies in the origin side of the line L. Listen, the point A lies in the origin side of the line L if C into L11 must be greater than 0. C into L11. What is C? C is nothing but the constant term of the equation. So C into L11 का value अगर greater than 0 हुआ तो therefore we can say that the given point lies in the origin side of the given line. And the point A lies in the opposite side to the origin. Opposite to the origin side. If and only if CL11 is less than 0. ठीक है, तो अगर CL11 का वैल्यू लेस देन 0 होगा तो देन वी कैन से दैट द गिवन पॉइंट ए लाइज इन द ऑपोजिट टू द ओरिजिन साइड. ओके, लाइज इन द ऑपोजिट टू द ओरिजिन साइड. एक बार एग्जाम्पल लेके देख सकते हैं हम लोग. ओके, show that the point 2 comma minus 3 lies in the origin side of twice x plus 3y plus 7 equal to 0. Show that this point lie in the origin side of this equation. So lies in the origin side होने के लिए क्या कंडीशन है? Lies in the origin side means CL11 must be greater than 0. So let us find out first the value of L11. क्योंकि C का वैल्यू तो यहाँ पे ही है. So we need to find L11. L11 means yeah, same only A into x1, 2 into 2 that is 4, 3 into minus 3 minus 9 plus 7. So 4 minus 9 is a minus 5 plus 7 that is equal to 2. So therefore C into L11 that is 7 into 2 which is equal to 14. So 14 is always greater than 0 we know because the value of C is 7 only. So 7 into 2 that is 14 which is always greater than 0. So therefore clearly we can say that the given point lies in the origin side. So you have to check like this only. Okay? So these are nothing but the shortcut results which you can apply in your objective in your any competitive levels exams, right? So today whatever I have discussed, that is a symmetric form of a straight line, parametric form of a straight line, then how can a straight line, a linear equation divides a line segment joining the 2 points. So all these things you can apply in any competitive level exams. Okay, so in the next class I will continue the same part, that is a straight line only. So for today, thanks.